Men of Reddit. What is the hardest thing to explain to women? Sometimes I'm not in an emotional or mental state to be ready for the bedroom. I need romance to get me there sometimes too. When you ask me how my day was, or what I did today, nothing in my day usually stands out as special. So I just don't remember. I usually don't remember what I do. I just live. I'm seriously not checking you out every time you walk by in the office. I turn my head for damn near everything that enters my periphery. You're really not that special. When we say we need time or space, that is exactly what we need. It is not code for I need to try harder. The concept of post-nut clarity and the related power your boner has over you. Men. Am I alone in knowing that you don't/shouldn't text any woman if you're horny/jerking off? We appreciate women making the first move. That sometimes we need personal space, and it has nothing to do with our opinion of you. Sometimes an erection just happens. We don't control the thing. It's a physical response that could literally be from nothing. Sometimes, this is me personally, so I can't say it's common. The struggle not to share emotions isn't as much the worry of backlash from society or friends, etc. It's more just a conflict within ourselves to verbalize and come out with it. I trust my friends with respecting how I feel. I just can't get it out because I'm fighting myself. Edit. I'm glad this has helped some people focus a general feeling into a somewhat coherent thought. I hope someday we all can climb out of this better people. Sometimes I am just horny. But, in a committed relationship, sometimes I look at you and I am just so in love that I want to be as close and intimate with you as I can. Which is sex. My ex and I had different love languages, and she would worry that I don't love her as much as she loves me, which was just crazy because I was head over heels for her at all times. Trying to explain that really close love sex was one of the ways I showed her exactly how deeply I was in love with her, but she did not get it. When we say we don't care, we really don't care. Yes, we can have an opinion on something. But when we say we don't care, that means our opinion isn't strong enough to sway us either way on something. Be it an angle. 1. That I'm simply not clairvoyant. You need to tell me what it is you really want. 2. If you're disappointed in something, say so. I can take it, as long as it's not #1. I don't always want to be the one that initiates sex. It makes me feel like a creep. How much compliments mean to us? It is a different type of happy when a guy gets complimented. I really want to see if we'll get along well enough to date, but I'm horrible at maintaining a conversation without being too safe or too out there. Edit. Award speech edit type beat. As much as we're seen as sex-crazed pigs, we talk so little about women when we get together for drinks or something like that. And when we do, the topic doesn't last long. Literally can't even remember when was the last time me and my best bud talked about women. We're both single too. Just usually talking about our old friends from school and what they're doing. Cars. Our jobs. Sport. Or politics occasionally. That the reason I shake the gas pump the amount of time I do after I finish pumping gas is the same reason I shake my dick after I pee. It's okay to just tell me where you want to eat. That just because I'm quiet in your presence doesn't mean I'm upset. Just means I'm either tired, don't have anything to say, or I'm thinking about something. We are still a human, so that's mean we have feelings too. So please take care when choosing your words when you're arguing with us. Sometimes we could use a hug. The feeling of getting kicked in the nuts or straight upright in the shaft that immobilizes you and leaves you in fetal position with the feeling of needing to throw up, while at the same time having sharp radiating pain from your asshole through your neck. Edit. Guess I can kind of explain it. That just because I am a guy doesn't mean I don't care. I have had women talk to me about guys losing their hair as a guy, so he doesn't care. And I know a lot of guys who hate being bald or the fact that they are balding and their hair is thinning and hairline is receding. This idea that we don't care or don't care about our looks because we are a guy is ridiculous. The specifics of not code. It is easy to say roop if you know them, down if you don't know. But the exact meaning of the downward nod is hard to translate. It is seeing them, acknowledging them, and saying that neither of us have any issue with each other. I have to constantly explain to my wife why my 2-year-old son is obsessed with his penis. I have to explain why he always wants to touch it and grab it when his diaper is off. She will never understand why our baby and his father share this habit. Edit. It seems I should have worded this a little differently. Why I don't know what the fuck my best friend is up to in life, even after hanging out with him all day. Why we bottle our emotions up. Too clean for the hamper. Too dirty for the drawer. That is why I put my cargo shorts on the floor. Edit. Wow. This blew up overnight. Thank you, Anon, for my first silver. That men can sit for hours talking and talk about nothing. Very often, we say something at its face value with no double meaning or alternative meaning behind it. It's women who ask me, "What did you mean when you asked/said that?" I said/asked exactly what I meant. If wanted to state it differently, I would have done so. This will probably get lost amongst all the comments. I think it is hard to explain to my wife how much I love her and the kids. I feel like words are not enough, and I work a lot, but I wish my feelings could just be transferred so she understands. That emotional state of meh, you're not great, you're not terrible, just meh, nothing is really wrong, you're just not really feeling it. For some reason, some folks interpret this as pissed off. They then continue to ask, why are you so mad? Despite you answering against this, they keep doing asking until you actually get annoyed and angry. __. A lot of us aren't great at picking up hints. And X200B. Edit. Thanks for the silver. An itch on my dick is way worse than an itch anywhere else. We'd love to be able to share what is really on our minds, sexual and non-sexual, and every topic and viewpoint under the sun. Except we are afraid of the relationship consequences. No, you do not have superpowers that give you the ability to read my mind. Hearing you think, makes my skin crawl. You can pop a boner without being aroused. You can get a boner, even when you are nervous. Most of us do not get complimented, so if you did give us one, well, I'll remember it forever. That we do not know every detail about everyone else in my life. When I mention I hung out with someone, my mom will ask my what their wife does for a living and cannot understand that it did not come up in conversation. Why I have peed in my backyard a surprisingly high, her words, number of times. Seriously, please like and subscribe and comment something nice for your favorite Reddit slave. Just because I'm attracted to you doesn't mean I want to have sex with you. When you say, does this outfit look okay? And we say yes. You look stunning, and you reply, well, you would say that. Half my brain thinks please believe me, because you do look stunning, and the other half thinks WTF did you ask me for, if you aren't going to believe me? Edit. Thanks for all the replies and upvotes, folks. Just woke up and noticed I had many replies. I should add that this was just a generic example. I do tell my wife she's as beautiful. I do say things like, yes, that color really suits you, to try and help put her mind at ease. We've been together for 20+ years and are really strong together, so she knows I think she's amazing. Some of your replies really made me laugh. Cheers all. Have a good day. The fact that we can ride in a car with another man for 5 hours and not say a word drives my wife crazy. I was at home when my wife and her friends got home one day from the pub. They were all giving me funny looks and smirking. I asked what was going on. They at first refused to tell me. After a little while of prodding, one of them goes, "I heard all about your dick." And they all broke into laughter. I was a little taken by surprise, but laughed and said something like, "Oh yay, hopefully all good." And they laughed. And that was the end of it. After they left, I was like, "What the hell did you tell them?" Exclamation mark. And my wife responded by saying how she told her friends about our vigorous romps on our honeymoon in Mexico. Apparently in great detail. We were there for a week and probably had sex about 3 times a day. We were both pretty sore when we got home. We had an all-inclusive, so we ended up getting day drunk and got pretty physical with each other as you do on a honeymoon. She was like, "Whatever. You probably tell your friends all about us when it's just the boys." I don't. know about you guys, but the extent of what I ever say is usually a raised eyebrow and something like, AWWE. I have never once described my wife's body to a single one of my friends. Nothing in detail about any of my sexual partners from before my wife, and it blew her mind. Apparently girls talk in great detail about it. Guys usually don't, and they assume we do, and we assume they don't. You can be so hot we get erectile dysfunction temporarily, usually performance anxiety, but I've had it happen where a girl dropped her clothes and she was so hot I got nervous and couldn't perform. It sounds like us making you feel better. It's not. Don't pee next to someone at the urinals. Always have a space between you and them. My legs are inward spread to show dominance. They're spread because my scrotum is sticking to my thigh and it is super uncomfortable. But less uncomfortable than explaining this in public. The hardest. We have feelings as well. Things you say may not show to hurt us, but they hurt just as bad as it would to you. That I don't feel like having sex right now. But you woke up with a boner. Yeah. If it means you want to have sex. Sometimes. In it right now. Yeah. Not right now. You don't love me anymore. I have to pee. From a gay dude's perspective, probably explaining that my sexuality doesn't mean I'm an expert on women's beauty stuff. I'll go shopping with you and give you my opinion on outfits. But I'm not some Paris fashion wizard because I get naked with other men. Speaking of which, I can do drag macup. No. Signed D. That does not mean I'll do your macup. Why? It's drag macup. You will look like a clown fucked a real housewife. Is that what you want? Signed D? My words don't have some secret meaning behind it. If I say X, I mean X. Not some random thing or insult you come up with. That wanting to be alone is not the same thing as not wanting to spend time with them.